Here we are, a brand new hardcore world, and it seems like I spawned basically on top of a mountain, which is very interesting, but I do see some sheep and some pigs over there, so I think I should make my way down very carefully. I guess first things first, let's punch a tree, and I'll make a crafting table and a quick wooden pickaxe just to start off. And where can I get some stone? Right there, sounds good. And I got enough here to make a stone pickaxe and probably the rest of my tools. Now I'm gonna go ahead and slaughter these pigs and sheep over here, because I will definitely, for one, need food, and for two, need wool, because night does come fast in Minecraft. I'm sorry, piggies, your life is now over. Oh, and I do have a mod where if I hold shift and then break a piece of wood, it just drops the entire tree, which I think is actually extremely helpful and extremely cool. And I'm not sure where I want to go here. I don't really want to go that way because I don't feel like living in some mountains, and there's some cows over there, which is great. So I think I'm probably gonna head it this way, but I do see some cherry wood over there, which is very nice. But sort of navigating this is just going to be tough because everywhere I go, it seems to be mountainous terrain. Hello, cows. I am gonna need you guys for some leather because I do want to get level 30 enchants sort of quickly, because it'd just be great to have like a really good pickaxe and just a set of armor and tools. Oh, it looks like we have a village over there, which is going to be great, and we got a ton of more sheep, but I can actually just end up going to the village to grab myself a bed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And hopefully this village holds something very interesting in its chest, because I think that would be very useful for me, especially early game. Maybe it could hold some diamonds. That would be awesome. All right, there's my bed that I need. Perfect. And what do we got growing here? Some potatoes and carrots. I will definitely take all of this. Thank you very much, villagers. These will come in handy. We got our first chest here, and we got some bread and more potatoes. That is great. And this bread is going to come in handy right now because I am basically out of food. We got a blast furnace here. Sorry, buddy. I'm going to take this from you. And a bunch of hay bales to be very useful for one, putting under campfires, two, breeding animals, and three, just for general food, because bread might be my main food source in the early game here until I at least can, you know, get some things sorted out. But we got a map and some more bread, and I think that is it. It is not. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I forgot the brewing stand in here. Hold on. I need the brewing stand. Yes, give me this. Thank you very much, buddy. And now I'm going to continue trying to find a place to build my home. Preferably, I kind of want like an island type thing that will basically be big enough for me to build like multiple structures, but also something that's not like so far away that like it takes forever for me to get to like other biomes or just land in general. And honestly, come to think of it, this might actually be like an island. Like if I go into Freecam here, let me see this. This is really good looking. This is like exactly what I wanted. I wanted an island that's big enough, but it's still somewhat close to other pieces of land, and there's another village over there, so I'm gonna definitely explore that. But yeah, I think this is the place that I definitely want to build my base, my home, everything. Like I've done like survival island and stuff, but like in normal Minecraft, usually when I build stuff, it's just in a plains biome and that's it. I do like to build in a plains biome. That's like my favorite biome to like set up homes and build in general, but I feel like just kind of having a small island like this and then turning this entire island into my home and having multiple things on it, I think would be very cool. And looking at this cliff face here, I think this is where I'm going to set up shop for the first night, because the sun is definitely setting. All right, so everything's set up. I think I'm going to start cooking some of this raw pork chop with the wood I have, so I can have a lot of food for the future, because I do want to explore that village, which is right over there in the morning. But I know on this channel I haven't uploaded in about 6 months or so, and even though I just uploaded a video before that was kind of a voiceover video, I prefer to do live commentaries, to be honest. And this series is going to be different from like the normal 100 days. I think I'm going to go a lot slower in this series, to be honest, mainly because the reason I quit before was because I got burnt out. It just felt like I was moving too fast, and I just kind of got bored of the game in general and just like playing hardcore Minecraft or just like survival. And if this cow can please come back, thank you very much. I'm still going to be doing like 100 days videos. I just want to sprinkle some of these episodes in between where it's just sort of me playing hardcore Minecraft at like a normal pace, just because I think it overall would be like extremely fun. And I'm going to take this with me. Thank you very much. A smithing enchantment table sounds good. There's a bunch of hay bales as well over here, but I don't really need that for right now. Okay, this chest was basically useless. I'm hoping somebody has something good here, like maybe a library. A library would be awesome, so I can get myself some bookshelves early on. We got another cartographer over here. Okay, 2 bread and a piece of paper. Wow, this village really sucks. You know, you guys are producing absolutely nothing of value to me right now. Like, how does that feel, Mr. Villager? Okay, he's not really talking to me, but I also upped the settings on my shader pack a little bit. If you're wondering what shaders I use, it is in the description, but it is complementary shaders, and usually I'd like to get over 144 FPS because that's the FPS of my monitor. And wow, we got a library. This is great. Hold on, I'm going to be taking this with me. And we got a librarian. Are you selling mending first try? No, you're selling fire aspect. Okay, well, I think I'm going to come back for you. I'm going to keep the lectern here because I have nowhere else to really take you for right now, but I do want a mending trade as soon as possible. I think that's all the buildings completely checked off, but I am going to take one more bed so I can keep this with me. And I can't forget about the hay bales, and I'll probably loot their farms as well because having more carrots and potatoes would be great, especially if I don't have to like grow a ton of them. It probably would have been smart to craft a hoe as well, but you know what? It's a little bit too late for that, so I'm just gonna be punching these things by hand. But again, look at this tree chopping mod right here. Boom. Tree goes down, the leaves come down with it, and I get all the wood and it replants a sapling. Like, this mod is absolutely amazing. Even this villager just looked at me and he was stunned. But the goal for this episode is to just make a simple starter cabin. I do have a design in mind that I want to build, but there will be some resources that I need to get that require me to go pretty deep underground. So I do want to get started on going mining pretty soon, but for right now, I'm just going to continue slaughtering all these cows. Excuse me, cow. Thank you for moving from underneath the tree because I do need to crit you out. But I'm just going to go around and collect as much wood as I possibly can here with this stone axe. And yeah, there goes my axe right there. And I don't have any cobblestone, but lucky for me, there is a little cave thing right here. So hopefully no skeletons or anything. So let's grab some more cobblestone, and we got some coal here. This is definitely nice as well. I will be grabbing all of this because torches will be very useful, or in particular lanterns. Do not want to fall down there. That does not look like a great place to go for right now, but I will definitely grab some of this coal. But I want to keep this series like really relaxed and chill, mainly because like a lot of hardcore series out there are like extremely fast, and they're always like, you know, a constant editing and quick transitions and all that. And you know, those videos are great, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of editing and it's very impressive to be able to make a video like that. For me, I just kind of want to focus on just very simple playing the game, kind of like an old survival series. And I was going to go ahead and grab that coal, but a skeleton just does not like me. Okay, do I attack the skeleton? Or you know what? I'm actually going to make a sword first because I can attack a little bit faster with that. I don't like where he's at right now, but I'm just going to jump him. Okay. All right, I'm at 5 hearts. I forgot how much damage skeletons do when you have no armor. That was actually nuts. But I can grab this coal in peace, and it is turning nighttime. That was kind of a scary battle, I am not gonna lie. And there's some copper here, so I might as well take this with me. Even though I have no plans to use any copper right now, I will probably use copper in the future. So it can't really hurt to just collect everything that I possibly can. But okay, I think it is time to actually head back because I think I got all that I need right now. So I should be good to at least kind of start building my base, at least a little outline of it, because I still need some extra blocks for the roof. Now, where do I want to build my little cabin? I'm thinking I want to build it on maybe this level right here and eventually kind of remove all of this dirt and keep it like flat. Part of the reason why I want an insane enchantment table is because I hate digging dirt with anything but like an efficiency 4 shovel. So basically the cabin design that I have is basically going to go something like this, where it's going to be pretty basic to start off. Like, it's not going to be big like at all, by the way. It's going to be extremely small. So basically something kind of like this is what I'm going for. A very, very small cabin. And there will be a second floor. And there's going to be like 2 big windows right here. There's going to be like a little opening and some chests and like everything. And it's going to be like really cool, but I do need deep slate. So I'm going to have to go mining. I know there was like a ravine here in the middle, but maybe there's like a separate place I can go that isn't a ravine, because getting up and down is going to be kind of annoying. I mean, there are some caves up here. I guess I can travel all the way over here. Why not? I'll travel all the way over there. It is turning night again, but I just want to appreciate like how the sky looks on complementary shaders. Like, look at the sky at night. It looks absolutely insane. Like, it is crazy looking, but unfortunately it's gonna have to go away because I need to sleep, because I have no armor, and no armor means dying, and I do not feel like dying when I found like the perfect world that I want to build my home base in. So we're gonna head down here now, take a little bit of fall damage, but that's okay. We got coal immediately here, which I'm definitely going to be taking. The reason I don't want to have a mine closer to my house is because I want to kind of keep that area for building stuff. I don't want to randomly have a mine there and it kind of ruin things. So I just want to use a natural cave, and then maybe I can turn this natural cave into like an actual mine later on. But heading down here, please have no skeletons. We do have a creeper, but a creeper is easy to deal with, especially when he's sitting in the water like that. Oh, we do have a skeleton over there. That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna grab this coal. I want to see if I can find one piece of iron and then immediately smelt that to make a shield, because if I had a shield, skeletons would be basically useless because I could just block every arrow. But for right now, I'm basically going to have to avoid every single skeleton that I see. Like, look at that guy right there. He is very menacing. Oh, I do see some lapis over here, so I'm definitely going to be taking this. I don't know how I'm finding lapis before I'm finding iron, but I guess that's how Minecraft goes sometimes. If it's just a creeper, I can deal with this guy. There's two creepers. Okay, I can deal with you guys. Okay, creepers have been dealt with. There's another creeper. Okay. I'd rather deal with the creepers than the skeletons. So, I guess it's strip mining time, or at least staircase time. Maybe I'll pop out into another cave, and maybe I'll find some deep slate, which is what I need. Who knows? Okay, I do hear zombies around, but I finally found a piece of iron. That is amazing. So I'm going to be grabbing all of this, and then I am going to be basically smelting it all, because I need to make myself a shield as soon as possible. All right, shield has been acquired. There we go. And I do hear a zombie like straight this direction, so I'm just gonna keep digging. And there is the cave. Okay, it was right there. It's very good to know. Hello, zombie. How's it going? Don't mind me real quick. I'm just gonna light some of this up. It looks like we got a bunch of dripstone and a giant cave opening here with more iron in it. Okay, I'm gonna grab you real quick. And we got a bunch of creepers over there. We got a glow squid, which is interesting. And we got some gold, which is fun. But I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some of this stuff, because I think it's going to be very useful for some building and for a lava farm, which will be a great source of lava, which I can use for fuel. So, you know, it'd be better than something like coal. All right, going the other direction, we got some more iron. That is amazing. We got a bunch of bats here, some redstone, and deep slate. Definitely gonna need myself some of that. Okay, zombie, listen, I am just trying to go and smelt some more iron because my pickaxe broke. So if you could just please leave me alone, all right, that would be amazing. Thank you very much. And just like that, we graduated to an iron pickaxe. And what I want to do really quick is add a waypoint and just name it way out so I can actually find this location. Oh my god, that's a skeleton right there. Okay, and there's a spawner, which is absolutely amazing. Ow, how'd that skeleton hit me? I don't understand how that's possible. Okay. The creeper blew up, but it didn't blow up the spawner. If you saw my last video, you know what happened. And what spawner do we have here? It's a skeleton spawner. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is absolutely amazing. We have a skeleton spawner right here. You already know waypoint. I'm naming it Skelly. Okay, waypoint Skelly will make it dark blue. There we go. Okay, waypoint has been set up so I can tell where the spawner is. Diamond horse armor, a music disc, some bones will come in handy, a saddle, which is going to be amazing, another saddle, pumpkin seeds, and just a bunch of rotten flesh. Okay, this spawner is going to be absolutely amazing. All right, now it's time to grab some of this redstone as well as some of this deep slate, because I'm going to need all this deep slate for my house. And it's not really like much of it. It's just more so for like a floor and a trim, but I'm just going to collect probably around 2 stacks of it. All right, 2 stacks are acquired and my inventory is basically full now. I will grab some of the last pieces of iron in here because I am definitely going to need some for armor and for the lanterns. And then I'm just going to head back up and basically continue with my house because I should have everything I need to finish it now. All right, we are back home and I can dump everything off as well as cook up some of this iron in the blast furnace here. And now now I should have enough iron to make myself a stone cutter and full iron armor. There we go. Now I am suited up and ready to fight myself some skeletons. But the first thing I can do is actually put in the floor of my house. And excuse me, cow, excuse me. Like, this is not your house. You can't be in here. See, I wish I could have all the different variants and stuff, but there's an issue with Lunar Client and 1.21.5 where like shaders completely breaks. It's like you have a burn-in effect. Like, say if I look at this piece of grass and then I look at the reflection in the water, the blade of grass that was there will be like reflecting in the water at me. It's just so weird. It's such a weird bug, and I'm just waiting for them to fix it. Okay, so starting off with the roof here, 2 blocks are gonna go like this, and then they're gonna go like this over here, and then there's gonna be a regular block on top, and a block goes like this and up like that. I'm pretty sure. And then there's gonna be a stair that's gonna go this way. Let me check how this looks like from below here. Yeah, I think that's correct. And then it's just kind of doing the same thing like all the way around. So I have to add the same thing to this side, so it goes up, and then there's a block here. It goes up by 1, and then I should have 2 stairs just like so, and then a stair kind of like that. Okay, and then these stairs should all go across all the way to the other side, and there we go. So everything is now complete, at least on this layer, and now it's just basically sort of doing the same thing but with wood all the way around. There we go. It's starting to come together. You can kind of see the shape that I'm going for here with this small little house, and then some slabs will go across like this, and then on top we can add some more deep slate slabs just like so. And there we go. The basic outline is complete, and now it's time to go to sleep to make it day 5 because it is turning nighttime and I do not feel like getting attacked by a bunch of skeletons. Now it's just filling in some of the extra details, being like some areas right here so I can add like some windows in up top. I also want to add a floor. I think it actually has to go 1 level up. Actually, I think it's full blocks that I used up here. I'm trying to remember what I did in my creative world, and I think that's how it goes. And the ladder is going to be like right here, because then there'll be some glass, and then that'll work as like a second floor. I think I have to push the windows up 1 though. It should be like that, and I think I can put a slab right here. Yep, there we go. Okay, now it's fully formed. Now I need to get myself some sand because I'm going to need it for the windows. So I think there's some sand down here that I can grab just at the water's edge. Yeah, very simple. There we go. 12 sand should be enough because I am using glass panes. And while I'm smelting that, I do want to make myself a campfire because there is going to be a chimney basically right here. Excuse me, horse, you're gonna have to move out of the way, okay? You are in the way here. And then I did replace these with some regular cobblestone stairs, and the reason why I'm adding this little chimney thing at the back is because I'm not a big fan of how like this area looks. Like if I go into Freecam, you can see that like this back area just kind of points out a little bit weird. It can be something like this, and then I actually need spruce trapdoors. I completely forgot that I need spruce, so I might have to head all the way back to where I came from because there is spruce trees over there. All right, well, we're going on a little trip, ladies and gentlemen, but before I do that, I am setting a waypoint, and it is being called home, and we're gonna set it as, well, set it as like a nice pink color. There we go. Waypoint is set, and now that I think about it, I do have a saddle, and I think it's time to tame you, Mr. Horsey. You were in my way, and I'm hoping you're fast, because if you're not fast, I will discard you. There we go. Okay, so I do have the score here, and oh my god, this guy is really slow, isn't he? Oh my god, he's super slow. Okay, sorry, buddy. We are not taking you. Nope, that is not happening. We're gonna go after a different horse. So it's looking like this guy is the fastest horse out of the bunch, and he's still not very quick. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find a better horse eventually, but I think it is time to head back, and I think that direction is where the spruce biome is. All right, here we are. Now let's just chop as many spruce trees as I possibly can. There's another village over there, but I'm just gonna leave that for now, and I'll probably come back later. But like, there's just a ton of villages around in Minecraft nowadays. If anything, they're kind of too common. I know I've seen people complain about that, how like villages are too common in Minecraft, and honestly, I kind of agree. They're just like extremely common. Like, You can find them everywhere. Oh, wait. There's another village. See what I mean? There's just too many villages in Minecraft nowadays. All right, we are back home, and Horsey, I'm just gonna put you in a box right now because I have nothing to keep you put. So you're gonna go in here and have fun in there. All right, so I got all the spruce I need, so I can just make a ton of trapdoors, which is what I'm going to need for this build here. But first, I'm going to put in all the glass because it is ready. And now I can just basically add all the trapdoors to this campfire here to make it look like a chimney. And now it's just adding basically all the interiors of this place now. And I did forget one more thing here, which is just a little trim that goes across just like so. And actually, an upside down stair is going to go here. And for the interior, I'm going to start off with adding a bunch of furnaces on this side. And there's going to be a bunch of chests over here. And there's going to be a table in the corner. And there's also going to be like a little shelf up here with some barrels at the top. And up at the very top, there's also going to be basically just some more chests being scattered around. And I'll put 2 barrels on the side of my bed and a barrel in the corner there. And of course, some lanterns, which I completely forgot to add. So there we go. This entire place is now lit up, and I'm going to go to bed because it is nighttime. And this should be enough chests here. Yes. Okay. I really didn't need as many as I thought I did. But can I actually open chests if I put them here? Yes. Okay. I actually do need these chests. Perfect. What about here? Yes. And I guess in this corner, I'll actually put a crafting table and a furnace just because why not? So we have basically a lot of storage in here for quite a small house, which I do like. We got a bunch of furnaces here, and on top of here is going to be my stone cutter. And I think I can basically start moving all of this inside now. So stone cutter over here, and I do have a blast furnace, so I might as well just kind of put that in this corner. There we go. And I can start to organize the chest just a little bit, like putting wood items in here. Maybe we can throw some plant items in here, and then we can throw like ores and stuff in this chest. And in this chest, we can have all the stone items. And there we go. Everything has been moved inside, but I am missing a door. A door will be very important. And I also need some detail on the outside, so I'm going to need myself some trapdoors. So there we go. The door has been added. I want a trapdoor sort of right up here, and I also want a lantern that kind of stays up here as well. So 2 lanterns there, and I also want 2 lanterns up here, and a trapdoor. That's not the right spot. And a trapdoor there, and I am going to need some more lanterns, but I want a lantern in each corner here. And I'm also going to need myself some leaves. Do I even have any more iron left? I might have actually ran out of iron. Yeah, it is not looking like I have any iron left. That is very unfortunate. So it looks like I'm back down into the mine to get more iron. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, the iron I got is smelting. I got my pair of shears and some lanterns, so I can now finally finish decorating this place. There will be some spaces that are open, and that is because I do want to put some things around. Like I do want a little farm back here that's more of just like an aesthetic thing and not actually like functional. All right, so I got a bunch of oak fences, so this should be enough to sort of just add a little outline here. Nothing too crazy. It's just gonna be something like this. It's gonna be completely open, and I also need to go grab some water. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. There we go. Water is acquired, and I'm gonna put a block of water just sort of underneath this, and then sort of hide it with a dirt block, and then this should be able to at least get some of the ground wet. I don't know if we'll be able to go through everything, but pretty much just gonna start off with some carrots, and then we'll go with some potatoes, and then we'll go with some wheat right here. And I do have some bone meal, which I can use to sort of grow a little bit of these. And then we could have some lanterns just sort of sticking on these 2 posts right there. Then I can take 3 fences and a fence gate and put that there. And I do need some big flowers. I don't know if there's any big flowers anywhere. I might have to substitute it with something else for right now. I mean, I guess I'll put 2 poppies in here for now. The reason I want the big flowers is because it's like 2 blocks tall, and it kind of covers the window, and it gives a little bit of privacy. But now I'm going to go to this tree right here and start grabbing some of the leaves. What I want to do is just add a little bit of a planter out front, and then cover it in some spruce trapdoors, and then sort of do the same here up front. And then for this corner, we could add maybe some composters around, just like so. And then maybe I can put a crafting table right here, or actually I can add a little planter just with some leaves, just like that. There we go. And some last little finishing touches I wanted to do is to sprinkle in some stripped oak. So I thought this would probably look cool, and yeah, I'm actually liking the way this looks so far. But just a couple pieces like that I think really works works out. And the final thing I want to add is some flower pots on top of here. And do we have some clay? Yes, we do. And then I can put these flower pots right here, and we can just kind of sprinkle in some flowers right at the front. And then I can quickly add a little path going out front, and we can have a little path here going from the farm to the side as well. And Mr. Sheep, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to get out of the way here because you're kind of in the way. And there we go, my little starter cabin is now complete. And overall, I do like the design of this. It's very small, but it's also very functional. You got a good amount of storage pretty much everywhere. You got a nice place for the bed, and overall doesn't feel too cramped. Overall, I hope you all enjoyed this first episode of my hardcore series. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you want more just chill hardcore gameplay, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, and have a great day.